What the heck could this possibly...
Hello!
What? Truly, you scared me.
So, you doing anything interesting, or are you still obsessing over that bottle message or whatever it is?
That last one.
Do you ever do anything else?
Yeah. Sometimes I freak out about the announcement of a new Smash Brothers game, or play a bunch of old Atari games at the request of a creepy old home invader, or, play Pac-Man. I do that sometimes. Well, hey, wouldn't you be a bit freaked out, too, if someone gave you a message in a bottle that said, "The world beyond your screens is bigger than you know," and with some kind of symbol at the bottom that kind of looks like an M or a broken heart, maybe? I don't understand it.
You know, have you considered that maybe this message has nothing to do with you and you're just overthinking things?
You actually might have a point there. But I just get the feeling that this has something to do with the guy who uploaded a bunch of videos to my channel last year without my permission while I was asleep. And they're probably also the guy that's filling my watch history with a bunch of wrestling videos I never saw.
You know, maybe you should do something productive, like review an episode of Ruby. Haven't done that in a while.
What are you talking about? I just did one on Easter.
Your April Fool's video doesn't count.
April Fool's video? I didn't do an April. Just April Fools. This isn't the video I uploaded.
And the title's in Zolgo text even.
Is that bad?
Not unless you have an evil doppelganger with a name so punny it would be rejected from an Ace Attorney game. You don't, do you?
Of course not! As far as I'm aware. Look, this video starts out normal, but then the video glitches out and someone starts talking over a picture of some anime girl.
Wait, some anime girl? You don't know who that is?
No, I've never seen her before in my life. Have you?
Yeah, that's Monica.
Monica? No last name?
Just Monica.
Just Monica?
Just Monica.
Just Monica?
Just Monica.
Just Monica.
Just Monica.
Just Monica?
Just Monica!
Okay, well, what anime is she from?
She's not from an anime, she's from Doki Literature Club. Visual novel. Big difference.
Oh! That's that dating sim that all the latest gaming channels have been playing. I haven't watched any of that. What's it about?
Well, it's about a high school boy that joins a new club that has a lot of cute girls in it.
Because of course it does.
And in this club, they write poems and do other things. Spoilers.
Wait, so you're telling me this is a game about poetry?
Yep.
And Doki Doki is the sound of a heartbeat.
Well, if you ask a Japanese person or huge weeaboo, then yes.
One of the characters is named Monica. 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 Truly, how much does this game cost?
Nothing! It's free!
You know, I think I'm gonna make a video today.
Awesome! Let me go grab my popcorn.
So the game starts out and... wait. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Okay, so this video is not suitable for children under 13. If you are under 13, then I suggest watching this video of kittens in a marching band instead. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit ddlc.moe/warning.html. So before I even start the game, I can choose my name. That's cool. I love it when games do that. I'll be Roman.
Roman? Alright.
Because Roman sounds like romance! And thus began my journey to the dark side. The game starts out with Sayori, Roman's childhood friend with pink hair, running to the school because she slept in too late. Okay, well, I say she's a childhood friend, but for the most part, it feels like Roman just barely tolerates her. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh man, look at that annoying girl acting so weird in public. I'd hate for people to think we were dating. God, can you imagine? What a dummy. She's Sayori, my best friend since childhood. She brings up the topic of joining a school club because Roman is extremely antisocial and spends all of his time playing video games and watching anime, and she's terrified that in a few years I won't have the social skills required to be a human being.
Don't you think this protagonist is so relatable?
Okay, I'm trying to cut down on the self-deprecating humor for this video. I feel like my viewers might be getting tired of me having emotional breakdowns every 5 minutes.
Now, if that's all it takes to get you into an emotional breakdown, then honey, you got a storm coming.
She suggests joining the literature club, which she happens to be the vice president of, and at first Roman seems to want to do literally anything else. And hey, I can understand that. I mean, joining the literature club with no prior knowledge of or interest in literature may not be the best idea. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Wait, we're getting cupcakes out of this deal? Why didn't you say so in the first place? I am sold! So we end up checking out the club, where we meet the 3 other main girls, Girl 1, Girl 2, and Girl 3. Okay, that's not their actual names, so it's just kind of funny that they are introduced that way. But yeah, we finally have our cliche love interest, everyone! We've already met Sayori, the sweet and bubbly childhood friend who radiates pure sunshine every time she smiles, or Dere Dere. Yuri, the girl who is incredibly shy at first before warming up to the protag, or Dandere. And Natsuki, the character who acts extremely hostile towards the protag to hide the fact that she's actually hardcore crushing on him, or Tsundere. Also the most popular of these archetypes for some reason. Wait, did she say the thing?
What thing?
You know, the tsundere thing. It's not like I made them for you or anything. She said the thing! Oh, and there's also the club president, Monica, and the most popular girl in school, who is, Surely what character trait does Monica have?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
I feel like I should be concerned about this.
Don't be now. Go date some 2D girls!
So, Roman, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, I've been reading the Percy Jackson series recently. It's really cool. Also, it's kind of just Greek mythology fan fiction, which I just appreciate. Manga. Ooh, manga, yeah! If that reminds me, have you guys read the Ruby manga? It is amazing. The artwork just makes the action scenes just leap off the page. Not as much of a reader, I guess. Screw you, Yuri. Manga is literature too. Natsuki, back me up on this. Manga is literature. Heck yeah, manga bros! So Yuri starts talking about how she's been really into psychological horror stories recently, which segues into Natsuki being super embarrassed by her cutesy poems. Monica suggests that we all go home and write our own poems to share with the club, but then our protagonist reminds everyone that he hasn't agreed to join the club yet. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm defenseless against these girls. Yes, though many a brave soul has tried to conquer it, no man has ever truly defeated the overwhelming power of several cute girls staring at you dejectedly. Yep, we're in the club now. After walking home with Sayori, we go home and proceed to... Wait, what's this? Something resembling actual gameplay? This is way more than I expected from this game. Here we have the poem writing mini-game. You have to pick 20 words from the randomized list they give you, all corresponding to a different girl. Natsuki likes the simple, cute words, Yuri likes the complicated and dark words, and Sayori likes... the other ones. Whoever's words you pick the most will determine who you get to hang out with the next day. Ah yeah, time to win these girls over with my epic poem writing skills. Strawberry, kawaii, boop, sugar, flea, lipstick, poof, milk, kiss, cutie, anime, clouds, lucky, papa, fluffy, ribbon, pure, blanket, lollipop, time. Shakespeare ain't got nothing on me. We start sharing our poems, and Natsuki liked mine the most. This is the part of the game where the writing is really able to shine. Even though, to my knowledge, all of the writing in this game was done by one person, each character still has their own distinct writing style. Yuri's poems are always metaphorical and deep, while Natsuki's poems are much simpler and easier to understand. Sayori's are kind of the happy medium between the two styles, and Monica's are quite abstract. It's just me, or is there something vaguely unsettling about how most of her sprites have her looking directly at the camera? It's like she's staring into my soul. Anyway, we can worry about that later, because now we have this much more pressing matter of Natsuki and Yuri arguing about whose style of poetry is better. also doing a terrible job at hiding that they are obviously in love with me. Maybe you're just jealous that Roman appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Oh boy, I can tell this is going to go on for a while.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rowan started showing up.
Alright, I didn't realize that this was going in that direction so soon, but alright.
We're given a decision on who to side with. Let's see. Natsuki, Yuri, Sayori! Say something so awkward that everyone just wants to leave the situation immediately.
And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful.
Thank you, Sayori. Gosh, where would we be without you? Over the course of the next few days, I ended up spending the most time with Natsuki. She seemed really hostile at first, and I wasn't really expecting to like her that much. After bonding over reading her favorite manga, Parfait Girls, you find out that she mostly acts so mean, mostly as a defense mechanism from everybody making fun of her hobbies. She actually starts to be a lot more friendly and enthusiastic as the days go on, and she gets more comfortable around you. Although, since I've been writing poems more like Natsuki, Yuri has been avoiding me because she thinks I was offended by the argument earlier. And that's a bit disappointing because I really did like her poems, even if I had no idea what they meant. Also, each day, Sayori seems to be becoming more and more sad. One day, she even left club early. That's a bit concerning. But we have other things to worry about, like preparations for the school festival. We'll be doing a poetry reading event where Monica and Sayori are making pamphlets that have her poems printed in them. Yuri is making banners and general atmosphere, and Natsuki is baking cupcakes. You know, I've been going after Natsuki this whole time. I think I could help her out. I mean, I've watched like 3 seasons of MasterChef Junior. I'm practically a cooking pro.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, on second thought, helping Yuri has a smaller chance of ending in disaster. Yuri agrees to come over to my house on Sunday, but I decide to check on how Sayori is doing because we haven't heard from her in a couple days. When we go to her house, we go up to her room and cow plushie! Oh my god, look at that, it's so cute! Okay, now focus on your friend, Isaac. We confront her on why she seems to be acting so sad and off recently, and the fact we haven't come over in so long apparently. And suddenly she starts talking about how weak she was to express her feelings and how the universe seems to be punishing her for being so selfish. Okay, this is unexpected coming from her. What's wrong? The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh. Well, this game took a very unexpected turn. Yeah, it turns out that all of her strange behavior throughout the game, like oversleeping and keeping her hair and clothes messy, were all because of her depression. She can barely find the motivation to get up in the morning most days, and she hasn't mentioned this at all because she doesn't want to feel like a burden to anyone else, and it's frankly painful for her to accept help from people. All she really wants is for everyone to be happy and for things to go back to the way they were when they were kids, and... who's crying? I'm not crying, you're crying. So, Mr. Protagonist, your best friend has just revealed that she's had crippling depression in the 18 years that you've known her. What are you going to do now? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Ooh, I'm sorry. That was the worst possible answer you could have given. Like, seriously, what the heck? Well, that's it for today's game, but see us next time on Are You Smarter Than a Hero Protagonist? Okay, so he does follow that up by giving her a hug and reassuring her that he'll do anything to make her feel better, and even offers to hang out with her for the day, but she says she would prefer if he went to help Yuri. But, seriously, what the heck? So Yuri comes over to my house and into my bedroom for what I'm sure are completely innocent reasons. Yuri goes on to discuss her plans to use mood lighting and aromatherapy to really enhance the event. And I must say, great choice on the jasmine scent. I just did a quick Google search and I found out that the scent of jasmine also gives off a distinct poem feeling, and as well as the oil being used to treat small cuts, and the scent has also been known to increase libido. Yuri, what the heck are you trying to pull? We start cutting ribbons and banners, and then she grabs a knife. A very fancy knife. A knife that is apparently just one in a large collection of designer knives that she owns. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Did I mention she likes knives? While examining this knife, Rowan decides that the smartest thing to do in this situation is touch the tip of the knife. It goes as well as you would expect. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Great, now I'm bleeding. What are we supposed to do now? Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Trolley.
What is it? I'm busy.
What the heck kind of game am I playing?
How far into it are you?
Yuri just made out with my finger.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're not even to the good part yet.
Okay, what is the good part? I'm honestly a bit concerned as to what the good part in this could possibly be.
Don't worry about it.
You keep saying that, but it always seems to be about things that I think are worth worrying about.
Just play the game already. I'm busy.
Alright, fine. Yuri starts apologizing for doing something so weird. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. No, I actually think she's reacting the perfect amount. What just happened? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I think that describes most of the decisions in this game so far. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Great idea for making the situation less awkward. You're so weird, Roman. I just can't even with this scene. Oh, and Yuri tries to kiss me again right when Sayori shows up. Oops. Sayori says that she wanted to stay at her house while I was with Yuri, but being alone with her thoughts made her think for the worst. Okay, mood. Then she mentions how even though she wants to be happy that Roman is having such a good time with the other girls, it really feels like her heart is splitting in half. Okay, mood. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Okay, not mood. I am very concerned. Can someone please give this girl a hug? Monica was right. I should just... Wait, what the heck did Monica tell you that's making you feel like this? I like you so much that I want to die. Alright, does this game have a hug button? This one looks like the hug button. So I click the hug button and confess my love for Sayori, and my desire to keep her safe and happy does not do much to make her feel better. She still feels really terrible. You know, it's a hard lesson to learn, but dealing with depression really is not so easy. No matter how much positive reinforcement you get, your brain will do its best to convince you that everyone hates you and the world would be better off without you. And what the heck is going on? I thought this would be a cute dating sim. I did not expect to be showing a disturbingly realistic depiction of clinical depression. So the next day... Oh, hang on. I think I've accidentally muted the game. Sorry about that. Wait, it's supposed to be like that? This part just doesn't have music? That's odd. So the next day, Roman expects to walk to school with Sayori, but she isn't answering her phone. And then he goes into the club, and the only one there is Monica, who shows me the pamphlets for the festival that have the poems we are going to perform. Then we read Sayori's poem, and... Get out of my head! 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know what's best for you! Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me! Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. We need to check on Sayori. We need to check on Sayori. I'm suddenly very concerned about what is going on with Sayori. What's wrong, Roman? What's wrong? Did you even read these before you printed them? Okay, calm down, Isaac. This is a cheap anime dating sim downloaded from Steam. It's not like anything bad is going to happen. So we show up at Sayori's house and holy crap! What? What?
Hey, I'm back! How's it hanging?
Oh no, don't you freaking start with me! You knew about this from the beginning!
Knew about what?
You know, the thing that happened to Sayori?
Who's Sayori?
Who's the childhood friend with depression? Look, she's right there on the title screen. Okay, something must be wrong with this game. I'm gonna go check the files. Maybe I can fix this. Let's see. Ooh, characters. That might be a good place to look. Yeah, there's a file for Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, but Sayori's appears to be missing. That's odd. Maybe I could download a copy from the internet or something. Wait, what's this traceback file? Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Aha! Well, here goes nothing. Trolley?
Yes?
I'll ask you one more time. What the heck kind of game am I playing?
A psychological horror game which plays on our deepest fears. It's not even halfway over. Now you have a choice to make. If you press the quit game button, you'll end up on the desktop, believing whatever you want to believe. But if you press the new game button, you stay in the literature club, and I'll show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. Would you like to continue?
Yes. At this point, I need to find out how the story ends.
Welcome to the true game.